Okay, if we go back now, some of the other things we could do with filter, replace, and append. I'm going to click on that, and what we're going to use is the item record as an example of how we can move things around. And this is a typical form within CloudSuite Industrial, and it's broken up really into two sections. Over here on the left side is what we call a grid view, and over here on the right side is the detail view. So whatever I'm pointing at on the grid view is what's showing me the detail on the detail view. I can also just work by expanding this in full grid mode. This is a fully editable screen where I can make my changes here and sort and update and do anything that I could do in the regular form also. The nice thing about it is this grid mode gives you the ability to search for what you're looking for. As an example, if I'm filtering, I'm just going to filter this. It defaults to pulling in all my records, but now I want to look for a specific record or a group of records. So maybe I want to look for records that start with FA. So I use FA and then my wildcard, which is an asterisk. I can change that to whatever I want it to be. And then I hit my filter, and now it pulls back all of my items that start with FA. The great thing about this is once I create that filtered grid mode, and if I use a filter such as that often, and I can filter on multiple fields and different categories if I want, I can simply come over and say new filter, and this will take the changes that I made already, and if I had other properties that I selected in the filter, it would show here also, and simply save that. And what that would do is the next time I come into this, instead of having to just to click in those fields and do a search, I simply come into my filter section here and I would choose. And in some examples here, I chose on the planner code of FM and JI. So all I would have to do is hit those filters and it would pull up all of the items that match that planner code of FM that I created a filter for. The great thing about this is with these grid modes is, let's say I wanted to make a mass change, like the planner code is FM. Maybe I want to change it to NM or whatever the case may be, because that's a filtering field. I can go to System, Edit, Replace Values in Collection. I can choose my planner code. And say that I am changing the FM with NM. Replace all. And it comes back letting me know the replace was complete, so it replaced those. But notice over here on the left, this little orange diamond, that lets me know that these records have been changed, but I have not yet saved them. So I still have the ability to say, maybe I don't want to do that, or hey, I do want to do that for all of them except maybe this one. So for this particular one, I'm just going to refresh that to remove it, remove the change and put it back to FM and then save it. So it's a great way to do that, and most forms within CloudSuite Industrial have this grid mode. And if you think about the things you could do with things like customer pricing or vendor pricing, you could do mass updates like that. And the other thing you could do, not only just changing it in a mass change like that, but you also have the ability to take that grid and paste from Excel. So if you have an Excel sheet with all that information on it, formatted the way the grid is formatted, you just simply copy it from Excel and paste it and save it right back in here, and it will update everything. You verify it, it runs it through all the proper checks to make sure that you're not violating any rules, and allows you to save that. So a real easy way to import data into the system, and also export data, because I could send all of this data or that grid data right to Excel also. So it is a simple way of creating fast reports based on your filters also.